Well, there might not be any better way to say it. The luxury market is going bonkers in Steamboat Springs, or at least it did in July. Hi, it's John James with the James team at RE/MAX Partners, and coming to you with another Steamboat market update. And this time we're going into the luxury market. Yeah, this one is going crazy right now. To start off for the month of July, we'll go with the main indicators, and this really tells you most of the story. First being the median sold price. Last year it was $2.725 million. This year, $2.75 million. Not a big change, it's only about 0.9%. But where we see things happening is in number of sales. Number of sales went from 32 to 39. That's a almost 22% jump in the number of sales for 1 month. That's pretty huge. And then the sales volume, this is a biggie too. It was almost $113 million in July of last year. This year, $129,698,700. So that is a 15% jump in what is, in the total dollar volume for the month of July for anything over $2 million. Pretty big stuff there. Talk about inventory. This is something that was a little different. Days on market, that's up again. It went from 88 last year to 92 this year, so it's a 4.5% jump. Month supply, this is the big one. So this time last year, it was 26.3 months for to sell everything that was 2 million and up. And that's been pretty standard. Something, you can have it anywhere from 26 to 32 months for the luxury market. It is now down to 16.6 months. Now, 6 months for the regular market is a stable market. 16.6 months for luxury market, I'd say that's well into a seller's market for this point. And the other part of this is just not much inventory. It's down from 79 last year to 62. Back to that month supply, that's a 36.9% drop in month supply. And then 21.5% drop in active listings. There aren't that many properties out on the market right now. It's just kind of crazy. 62 properties over $2 million, it's just not much there. When we're looking at value, the sales to list price ratio, that went up quite a bit. It went from 92.4% to 95%. That's a 2.8% jump. So that, means that the sellers are getting closer to their list price. And as far as price reductions are concerned, it was pretty much the same as it was in July of last year. Now we get into the future indicators. Pending listings. Here's a biggie. 41 last year, 75 this year. It's up 82.9%. So we can kind of expect August to be pretty big for the $2 million market, 2 million plus market as well. Title companies are getting backed up quite a bit. So things aren't always selling like a couple of days later as they often kind of used to. Back on market, it went down to 2 from 4 last year. Couple of COVID stats, and I bring this up to kind of give you an idea of how things have kind of moved a little bit. The number of sales from March to July is up 2.6%. If you compare that to where it was last year, from March to July, that went up 9.4%. So still, last year's number of sales were bigger, but I'd have to say that this has to do less with COVID than it has to do with just a lack of inventory. And the sales volume, same type of thing. From March to July, it's down 6.5%, compared to being up 20.4%. That's a 26.9% differential. That's pretty substantial. Again, I'd have to look at that and say there's just not that much on the market. That's my take on things. If you want to know a little bit more in your market or in your neighborhood, give me a shout at 970-846-0797 or email me at johnjames@jamesteamsteamboat.com. We're going to start getting into the type segments here with single family homes next, and then condos and townhomes after that. Hope to hear from you, and take care. Have a great day.